Dear students, in the last class we discussed standard Z transform for the standard signals like a power n u of n. What is the Z transform? Z transform will be Z by Z minus a, where ROC will become ROC, region of convergence will become mod Z is greater than a. Now, based on this, 1 by 2 whole power n u of n. What is the Z transform? Z transform will be Z by Z minus 1 by 2. ROC will become mod Z is greater than 1 by 2. Now, minus 1 by 2 whole power n u of n. What is the Z transform here? Z by Z minus of minus 1 by 2. What is the ROC? Mod Z is greater than mod 1 by 2. Here we need to be very careful. So minus 1 by 2 whole power n u of n Z transform. What is the Z transform? We will get Z by Z plus 1 by 2. What is the ROC? Mod Z is greater than 1 by 2. Now let a is equals to 1 you take. In this expression, a power n u of n Z transform is Z by Z minus a, where mod Z is greater than a, right? Let a is equals to 1. What we will get? 1 power n is 1 u of n. What is the u of n Z transform? U of n Z transform will be Z by Z minus, what is the a value? 1. So Z by Z minus 1. What is the ROC? Mod Z is greater than 1. So this is the positive sided signal, or we can say right sided signal. Now we will see that left sided signal, how we will draw that, how we will write the Z transform and as well as region of convergence. So now minus a power n u of minus n minus 1. What is the Z transform will become? Z transform will become Z by Z minus a, where ROC here, it is a left-sided signal, mod Z is less than a. Sir, if I send that side, that means a power n u of minus n minus 1. So what is the Z transform will become? Minus Z by Z minus a. So either you can remember this one or this one. Most probably sometimes we will get confused, sir, if we will forget this minus symbol. So that's what I will suggest you. A power n u of n Z transform is Z by Z minus a, where mod Z is greater than a. A power n u of minus n minus 1, Z transform will be minus Z by Z minus a, where mod Z is less than a. Now we will take one example. 1 by 3 whole power n u of minus n minus 1. So now what is the Z transform for this? Minus Z by Z minus 1 by 3, mod Z is less than 1 by 3. Now minus 1 by 3 whole power n u of minus n minus 1. You need to understand that whether it is a right-sided signal or left-sided signal. If it is a right-sided signal, the ROC is outside of the circle. Here, if it is a left-sided signal, ROC is inside the circle. That's why here minus 1 by 3 whole power n u of minus n minus 1. It is a left-sided signal. Your Z transform will be minus Z divided by Z minus of minus 1 by 3, comma, mod Z is less than mod 1 by 3. Now I will write once again here. Z transform will be minus Z by Z plus 1 by 3. What is the ROC will become? Mod Z is less than 1 by 3. This is the Z transform for minus 1 by 3 whole power n u of minus n minus 1. Now here also let a is equals to 1 you take. If a is equals to 1, if we consider, what we will get? U of minus n minus 1. So now what is the Z transform will become? Z by minus Z divided by Z minus 1. What is the ROC? Mod Z is less than 1. So these are very important Z transforms we need to remember. because in the last class already I told how to find the Z transform, right? Now here we need to remember. Now we will see that one more very important Z transform. Now here we are finding the find Z transform and ROC for unit impulse sequence. What is impulse sequence is nothing but del of n. Just you remember this. What is the Z transform of del of n? They are asking. You remember this. Whatever the transformation, either you are applying the Fourier transform, you are applying the Laplace transform, you are applying the Z transform. What is the transformation of del of n will become 1. So we know that del of n Z transform will become 1, but we need to calculate or we need to prove that. Now, what is x of z? X of n Z transform is x of z. What is x of z? X of z is equals to summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n z power minus n. What is x of n? Del of n. Summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity del of n z power minus n. Now we know that we are having the shifting property. In the first class itself I told shifting property. According to the shifting property, summation n is equals to minus infinity to infinity x of n del of n minus n naught. So now if you consider x of n, del of n minus n naught will become x of n naught if n naught is lies between minus infinity to infinity. Anyway, this will lies between minus infinity to infinity. No need to think about that. For example, if it is n1 to n2, n1 to n2, so here also we need to consider n1 to n2. Otherwise, it will become 0. Anyway, here this one is not required. So directly you can write only one formula. What is that formula? By using the shifting property, using shifting property. What is the shifting property? Summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n del of n minus n naught is equals to x of n naught. So now what is the n naught value here? Del of n is there. What is the n naught value? 0. So z power minus 0, or we can say z power 0. Anything power 0 is 1. So what is the del of n z transform will become? Z transform will become 1. So we need to understand that what is the ROC for this. Is there any Z term is there? There is no Z term in the Z transform. So now that means the ROC is entire Z plane. In everywhere, anywhere you can draw this solution for this, solution for the impulse signal will exist. So region of convergence is entire Z plane. Entire Z plane. Now we will see that if two signals are given, that means let me take x of n is equals to x of n equal to alpha power u of n plus beta power n u of minus n minus 1. Alpha power n u of n, beta power n u of minus n minus 1 given. What is the Z transform for this? Now what is the ROC condition for this? Now first a power n u of n. What is the Z transform? Z transform will be Z by Z minus a. What is the ROC here? Mod Z is greater than a. And a power n u of minus n minus 1. What is the Z transform? Z transform will be minus Z divided by Z minus A mod Z is less than A. These two are the standard Z transform. If you understand these two Z transform, then you can solve any type of numerical they given in the mod from the module 5. Now, alpha power n u of n Z transform will become Z by Z minus alpha, where mod Z is greater than alpha. Beta power n u of minus n minus 1. So for this one, Z transform will become Z minus Z by Z minus beta, where mod Z is less than beta. Now, I know two, two Z transforms. Now, here we don't know what is the value of alpha, beta. So here we will consider three cases. Case 1, if alpha is greater than beta, if alpha is greater than beta, what is the resultant ROC here? Z is Z mod Z greater than alpha intersection mod Z less than beta. Now, see here, if alpha is greater than, let us take this is 3, this is 2. Now, how can we draw the ROC, resultant ROC here? We know that if a signal is like this, let me draw that. So here is the radius of 2 inside circle, here is the radius of 3. Now mod Z is greater than alpha, that means outside of this circle. Now second one is mod Z is less than beta. Less than beta means inside of the circle. Is there any common area? There is no common area. What is the resultant ROC will become 5. So you can write it here, no Z transform will exist. Now, for this one, sir, if Z transform is not there, means what we need to do? So that we will discuss in the last before topic, that is unilateral Z transform. When the topic comes, I will explain that. So as of now, here the Z transform doesn't exist when alpha is greater than beta. Alpha and beta both are positive values. Alpha is greater than 0, beta also greater than 0. Both are positive values. If alpha is greater than beta, there is no Z transform. Case 2, if alpha is less than beta, what is the ROC here? Mod Z greater than alpha intersection mod Z less than beta. Just for example, so beta value is greater value, so this is 3 and this is 2. Now here, if I draw that a circle, unit circle with the 2, radius is 2, here I am drawing that. Here is the unit circle with radius is 2. Mod Z is greater than 2, that means outside of this circle. Outside of this, ROC is outside of the circle. Now, mod Z is less than beta. Beta is radius is, let me take 3 centimeters. I mean 3 units. So here is the 3 units. And what is the ROC given? ROC is less than means inside of the radius, inside of the circle. Inside of the circle. So now, if you see that, what is the resultant ROC? Resultant ROC lies between these two. Resultant ROC lies between these two, in between these two regions. So here is it's like a ring between these two circles. What is the resultant ROC will become? Alpha less than mod Z less than beta. That means it lies between 2 and 3 unit circles, right? That is what I written over here. Now, case 3. Because this question given in the previous VTU examination, that's what I'm discussing this question. So what if ROC is exist, What is the Z transform? If ROCs exist, the Z transform will become, so Z transform of x of n, Z transform will become Z by Z minus alpha minus Z by Z minus beta, because there is a ROC here. So this is the resultant Z transform. If there is no ROC, directly you can write Z transform doesn't exist for the given ROC. Now, case number 3. If alpha equal to beta, so then also it won't exist the ROC. So now, if alpha is equals to beta, what is the ROC? ROC is mod Z is greater than alpha, intersection mod Z is less than alpha, sorry, less than beta. Now, if alpha equal to beta, that means 2 and 2. So now you draw the unit circle, circle with radius 2. One is outside, one is inside. Is there any common area? There is no common area. So there won't be any Z transform exist for this alpha equal to beta condition. Right? Now, we will see very important property. Now, find the Z transform for x of n is equals to 1 by 3 whole power n u of n plus 1 by 4 whole power n u of n. So now you can see that both are right-sided signals. Both are right-sided signal. If they given for 8 marks question, you need to solve in a different way. If they given for 4 marks, directly you can use the standard Fourier transform, for standard Z transform like a power n u of n Z transform will become Z by Z minus a. By using this one, directly you can write if they given for 4 marks. If they given for 8 marks, you need to use this x of z is equals to summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n z power minus n. Now summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity. What is x of n? 1 by 3 whole power n u of n plus 1 by 4 whole power n u of n whole into z power minus n. To split that, separate the terms, summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity 1 by 3 whole power n u of n into z power minus n plus summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity 1 by 4 whole power n u of n z power minus n. Now whenever you are observing that u of n is a right-sided signal. So what is your limit will become summation n equal to 0 to infinity 1 by 3 whole power n z power minus n plus summation, here also u of n is there, n equal to 0 to infinity 1 by 4 whole power n z power minus n. Now if I write this one here, summation n equal to 0 to infinity 1 by 3 into z power minus 1 whole power n plus here summation n equal to 0 to infinity 1 by 4 z power minus 1 whole power n. So now what is the formula? We know that n equal to 0 to infinity alpha power n is 1 by 1 minus alpha. By using this formula, directly we can write x of z is equals to 1 divided by 1 minus 1 by 3 z inverse. Whatever there inside of the bracket alpha power n, 1 by 1 minus alpha plus 1 divided by 1 minus 1 by 4 z power minus 1. Here you need to write what is the ROC. Mod alpha is less than 1. So now what is the alpha here? So later I will write this ROC. Now I will simplify this. So here you need to write that ROC. You remember this. Up to here, no problem. But here, whenever you are writing in terms of you are using this formula, then you need to write that ROC. Don't forget that. Carefully, you need to write. So here, one Z inverse is nothing but 1 by Z. So I will write here Z divided by Z minus 1 by 3 plus Z divided by Z minus 1 by 4. What is the ROC for this? ROC is mod Z is greater than 1 by 3 intersection. If two signals are there, intersection of the, whatever the common area is there, so that common area we will consider it as the resultant ROC. Mod Z is greater than 1 by 4. Now you draw that Z plane. The radius is 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is nothing but 0.333. So let me take 0.3 radius here. So Z is greater than 1 by 3. That means outside the circle. Outside of this circle. Now let me draw one more circle. 1 by 4. 1 by 4 means 0.25. That means here it will come. What is the ROC for this? This is outside. Mod Z is greater than 1 by 4. That means outside of this circle. Here is the ROC, right? Now, what is the resultant ROC? That means what is the common area where the common area exists? The common area exists here. This is the common area. What is the common area will become? Mod Z is greater than 1 by 3. This is the common area we will get, or we can say resultant ROC. So from here, if two right-sided sequence or exist, then the ROC will become right of the outside of the outmost circle, will become outside of the outmost circle, outside of the outmost circle. So this is what, when two signals are given, that two right-sided signals are given. For example, if two left-sided signals are given, what will happen? Now, find the Z transform and ROC for x of n is equals to, if two are left-sided signals. Let me take 1 by 2 whole power n u of minus n minus 1 minus 1 by 3 whole power n u of minus n minus 1. Now we know that standard Z transforms. What are the standard Z transforms? A power n u of minus n minus 1. So what is the Z transform for this? Minus Z divided by Z minus A, where mod Z is greater than A. Now here what is that Z transform will become? 1 by 2 whole power n u of minus n minus 1. Z transform will become minus Z by Z minus 1 by 2. So sorry, here this will be less than. Mod Z is less than A because it's a left-sided signal. So now what is the ROC will become? Mod Z is less than 1 by 2. Similarly, 1 by 3 whole power n u of minus n minus 1. Z transform will become minus Z divided by Z minus 1 by 3. So what is your mod Z will become? Less than 1 by 3. Now you substitute here, or we can say apply Z transform. Apply Z transform. What is the Z transform of x of n? That will become x of z is equals to here you will get minus z by z minus 1 by 2 minus z by z minus 1 by 3. So I can write this one as minus z by z minus 1 by 2 plus minus into minus will become plus z by z minus 1 by 3. Now here we need to draw the what is the ROC of the signals. So what is the ROC? Mod z is less than 1 by 2 intersection mod z is less than 1 by 3. Now draw the two circles here. Here is 1 by 3, 0.333 less than means inside of this, and here it is 1 by 2 inside. This is less than 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means 0.5. So now what is the common area we will get? The common area will become, here is the common area inside of the innermost circle. Inside of the innermost circle. This is the resultant ROC. Because this signal we are drawing inside, this signal also we are drawing inside. So the resultant signal will be inside of the innermost circle. So now what is your resultant ROC is equals to mod Z is less than 1 by 3. So here you need to write Z plane and mod Z is less than 1 by 3. Mod Z is less than 1 by 2. Or we can say mod Z equal to 1 by 2 circle. Mod Z equal to 1 by 3 circle. Here it is. Now this is the left sided signal. What is the ROC will become? ROC for left sided signal, left sided sequences, both are left sided. Then what is the ROC will become? ROC will be inside of the innermost circle. Inside of the innermost circle. Now let me take one more example based on this one only. Directly you need to write that. Directly you need to write x of n is equals to 1 by 2 whole power n u of minus n minus 1 plus 1 by 3 whole power n u of minus n minus 1 plus 1 by 5 whole power n u of minus n minus 1. What is the resultant ROC? Directly you need to say that 1 by 2. What is the value? 0.5. 1 by 3, 0.3. 1 by 5, 0.2. What is the inside of the innermost circle? Is 1 by 5. Or we can say mod z is less than 1 by 5. That is the resultant ROC. Now we will find the Fourier transform for this a power n u of n, sorry, z transform for this minus n minus 1. Z transform will become z by minus z by z minus a mod z is less than a. Now 1 by 2 whole power n u of minus n minus 1, z transform will become z minus z by z minus 1 by 2 mod z is less than 1 by 2. Similarly 1 by 3 whole power n u of minus n minus 1. So the z transform will become minus z by z minus 1 by 3 mod z is less than 1 by 3. 1 by 5 whole power n u of minus n minus 1. Z transform will become minus z by z minus 1 by 5 mod z is less than 1 by 5. What is the resultant ROC here? The resultant ROC or the Z transform of the given signal x of z is equals to minus z by z minus 1 by 2 minus z by z minus 1 by 3 minus z by z minus 1 by 5. Now what is the ROC here? Mod z is less than 1 by 2 intersection mod z is less than 1 by 3 intersection mod z is less than 1 by 5. So now what is the resultant ROC? Mod z is less than 1 by 5 because the inside of the innermost circle. So this is the RO, this is the radius, mod z is 1 by 5. Now this is the one more circle with mod z is 1 by 3. Here one more circle I am drawing. This is mod z is 1 by 2. Mod z is 1 by 2. If 2, 3, if any number of circles are there, you just see that whether it is a right-sided or left-sided. The signals are left-sided, so the resultant ROC will become inside of the innermost circle. Inside of the innermost circle. This is the resultant ROC for the given problem. Now, if they given for two-sided signal, that means one is right-sided, another one is left-sided. Because in the previous problem, if you look here two signals are right-sided signals. In the next question, two signals are left-sided signals. Now here also two signals, the signal is left-sided signal. Now we will see that if one is right side, another one is left side. So x of n is equals to 1 by 2 whole power n u of n minus 1 by 3 whole power n u of minus n minus 1. So now what is the two formulas you need to write? What is the standard Z transforms? A power n u of n Z transform will become Z by Z minus A, where mod Z is less than A. Sorry, mod Z is greater than A because it's a right-sided signal. Mod Z is greater than A. A power n u of minus n minus 1. What is the Z transform will become? Minus Z by Z minus A, mod Z is less than A. Now you see here, what is that? From this one, I'm writing here 1 by 2 whole power n u of n Z transform will become, what is the Z transform will become? Z by Z minus 1 by 2. What is the ROC? Mod Z is greater than 1 by 2. Similarly here also 1 by 3 whole power n u of minus n minus 1 Z transform will become Z by Z minus Z by Z minus 1 by 3 mod Z is less than 1 by 3. Now what is the x of z? X of z is equals to z by z minus 1 by 2 minus z by z minus 1 by 3. So you can write here z divided by z minus 1 by 2 plus z divided by z minus 1 by 3. Now we will see that what is the ROC. What is the ROC here? Mod z is greater than 1 by 2 intersection mod z is less than 1 by 3. So now you draw the circle, two circles with radius of 1 by 3 and 1 by 2. Now I am drawing the circle radius of 1 by 3. So this is 1 by 3 and 1 by 2 is here. Now if you look at here, mod z is greater than 1 by 2. That means here this is outside. Greater than 1 by 2 means this is outside. This is mod z is 1 by 2. What is this one? Mod z is 1 by 3. Now mod z is less than 1 by 3. That means inside. Here this one, for this one, the ROC is inside of the circle. Inside of this circle. So is there any common area? There is no common area. directly you can say that the ROC will become 5. So Z transform doesn't exist. X of n is one is right sided, another one is left sided. One for one case it is not existing. One more case, that means we will reverse this. So now one more I'll consider here. X of n is equals to whatever considered in the previous slide, 1 by 2 whole power n u of n minus 1 by 3 whole power n u of minus n minus 1, right? So now I will write it here, 1 by 3 whole power n u of n minus 1 by 3, sorry, 1 by 2 question 1 by 2 whole power n u of minus n minus 1. So again write the formula, the standard Z transforms. A power n u of n Z transform will become Z by Z minus A mod Z is greater than A. Now 1 by 3 whole power n u of n Z transform will become Z by Z minus 1 by 3 mod Z is greater than 1 by 3. Now what is the another formula? Another Z transform, A power n u of minus n minus 1 Z transform will become minus Z by Z minus A mod Z is less than A. Now 1 by 2 whole power n, 1 by 2 whole power n u of minus n minus 1 Z transform will become minus Z by Z minus 1 by 2 mod Z is less than 1 by 2. Now apply the Z transform, you will get x of z is equals to z by z minus 1 by 3 minus z by z minus 1 by 2. So we can write it as z by z minus 1 by 3 plus z by z minus 1 by 2. Now I want to find whether ROC will exist or not. So now we need to draw the two circles. Two circles we need to draw here. What is the first cell? Okay, first we need to write the ROC. What is the ROC here? Mod Z is greater than 1 by 3 intersection mod Z is less than 1 by 2. Now first you draw the mod Z equal to 1 by 3 radius. So 1 by 3 means 0.3 radius. You draw one circle mod Z equal to 1 by 3. What is the ROC? Greater than 1 by, that means outside of the circle, outside of the circle, outside of the circle. Now you draw one more circle with radius 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means 0.5. It is greater than 0.3, right? So here I am drawing one circle with radius mod Z is 1 by 2. So now what is the ROC? Mod Z is less than 1 by 2. Less than 1 by 2 means it is inside of the circle. So here inside of the circle. Is there any common area? Yes, here this is the common area. So it lies between these two. What is the ROC we will get? 1 by 2 less than Z less than 1 by 3. So now this is the ring between, if one sequence is right sided, another sequence, or we can say directly you can write, if it is a both sided sequence, directly you can write it here, if it is a both sided sequence, if both sided sequence, or we can say for both sided sequence, the Z transform will be ring between the circles, ring between the circles. So this is the Z transform properties for different regions. Now I will write one summary for this one. So now what is the properties of Z transform? I will write here properties. First one, What is the shape of the ROC? The shape of the ROC is a circle. It is like a circle centered at origin. Centered at origin. This is the definite question in the video examination. So this ROC may not, it doesn't contain, not may not, you can write here ROC doesn't contain poles, because if at a pole x of z will become infinity, but it may contain zeros. It may contain zeros. Now, for a right-sided sequence, what is the ROC? ROC will be right of the outside of the outmost circle. Outside of the outmost circle. Outside of the outmost circle. For left-sided sequence, what is the ROC? ROC is inside of the innermost circle, inside of the innermost circle, and if it is a both-sided, for both-sided sequence, if that ROC exists, because two cases we consider. One is if ROC may exist, ROC doesn't exist. If ROC exists, what is that ROC? ROC is, it is like a ring. It is the ROC is ring between the circles. So these are the properties of the ROC. And one more thing, what is the U of n Z transform is Z by Z minus 1. So now here this Z value mod Z is greater than 1. So this with radius 1, this will play a major role for the Laplace transform, for the Fourier transform. If ROC includes, if ROC includes the unit circle, so discrete time Fourier transform will exist, otherwise it doesn't exist. So this unit circle will play a major role in the Z transform. So I hope you understand these properties. In the next class we will see that the remaining numericals.